Nanotechnology is the science of manipulating and engineering matter on an extremely small scale, typically between 1 and 100 nanometers, which is the size of atoms and molecules. The precise control allows scientists to create entirely new materials, structures, and devices with unique properties. So today we are thrilled to dive deep in this incredible scientific field. We are super excited to have Dr. Sinoj Abraham joining us for today. He's a leading researcher and group leader at the University of Alberta, specializing in design of nano bioelectronic materials, biomaterials, and regenerative. And
Thank you
we are
for
pleased to
inviting.
members are Anand, Angelin, Ananya, Akhil, Amrita, and I'm Ankit. So over to Ananya to proceed with asking the questions.
All right. Thank you.
So, hello, sir. So, we appreciate you for joining us for this session. So, to start off, may I ask if you could briefly introduce yourself and your specialization in nanotechnology?
All right. So, as you know, my name is Sinoj Abraham. I did my master's and all like you guys is in Kerala. I finished my bachelor's in petrochemical engineering and then master's in organic chemistry. Then I did started my research career at the University of here in Mahatma Gandhi University, the School of Chemical Sciences. And during that time, I got a project with the DFG German and then a course with Korea. So my PhD is a combination of that. Then I moved to University of Alberta here in Canada as a post PhD, then become research associate and been a faculty there also for a quite long time. And now I am just doing my own research with my own independent lab, and then we also have set up a company here in Canada and also have a collaboration with in Middle East and in Kerala. So that's my profile. So my work basically in nanotechnology as Ankit. Ankit said all these explanations, right? Uh, Regarding the nanotechnology. So you know that nanotechnology is a very broad name, uh, and it is how we manipulate the things in a very nano level. So bringing the size down to the nano level and see how the properties changes in that. We manipulate that property changes, and then we use that into different materials. So this is the brief idea about what I'm doing.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
So my question is that how would you explain nanotechnology to someone without a science background?
Okay, so it is very easy to explain for a grassroots level. You know that when we get fever and all during our time, so what is the food that your parents give to you when you're just extremely fever? What do you eat? When you're sick, what do you eat?
Soup,
Kanji,
something.
kanji, right? Kanji. You eat kanji, right? What is kanji? Kanji is like you make the same porridge with a broken rice, right? So why the kanji is more effective than the normal rice? Because the rice particles has been divided into two or three sides, and then its property enhances, right? So that means when any properties, any particles that divide into a very small size, its properties actually enhance. You know that the surface area you know about surface area, right? Any particles have a surface area. For example, my phone has a surface area. If I break my phone into two, these pins, when there's a breakthrough or when you see a glimpse of success, so that will be like a kind of a very huge. You cannot even express that. That is thing, and all the researchers' ambition is like they have to identify that glimpse into a kind of a success, and then they have to publish it in a research article, or they have to just publish some patents and everything. So when these kind of achievements and accomplishments comes, and also when you see that people is using your technology for the development skill, so that will be like the highest motivating or highest golden moments in the life of a researcher. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All good.
Sir, also,
Huh.
also, sir, can you tell me like how nanotechnology can improve drug early disease detection?
Oh, it is for the early disease detection. It is actually possible because, for example, there's a cancer cell. Okay, so the cancer cell means it is a kind of a defective cell, right? So it has a kind of a protein or proteins or some kind of a growth under the cell. So to identify what is that cell means you have to identify. Okay, so the proteins can all the proteins can I'm not scientifically saying about the drug research or anything, but as far as my understanding, this that means once you have the gold particles attached to that particular cell, and if you have imaging, you can see that okay, the cancer molecules are particularly there. And secondly, you can also explode. That means specific explosion. So if you want to kill that cancer cells alone without affecting the other cells, so what you can do is like you can just attach this particular thing into the cancerous cells, and then you can just localized explosion can be done. That is kind of a new era of medicines. So as I said, that this nanoparticles in the case of drug, or in the case of any other things, if you just make it into a smaller level, or that means in the smaller size, the effectivity and the efficiency will definitely increase like multitude scale. So that way it can be used in the medical technologies too. Most the modern medicines, the regenerative medicines, everything has this. They are implementing these methods for the drug development. Ultimately, the drugs are all chemicals. You know that, right? The drugs, whatever it is, everything comes under this matter, atoms, this protons, electrons, neutrons manipulations. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, so I think that's it for now. So, like, thank you so much for giving us an insight into nanotechnology, because honestly, I didn't know much about nanotechnology, but after this session, I think I know a few to like explain it to other people. So like, thank you so much for spending your precious time with us, giving us an insight about this. So thank you.
Thank you for having me. And if you have any other questions or anything you can ask. We have our company over there. We have demonstrations there. We have in the demonstrations of all these coatings and the cosmetics, and we also have the robotics over there. It is our company office is in the Vaitla in Kochi. So anytime you guys can have a company visit and see how the things are going over there, you can visibly see how these things are happening over there. So again, the company name is called Axis AXYZ Global, and we have company here and Saudi Arabia. So anytime for any projects, anytime you guys can approach us. So no worries. Thank you very much for having me, and it was nice meeting you, all of you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Take care.